Hello. Today we talk about Loch Ness. It is the biggest lake in Great Glen. It is very deep and mysterious. Many people wonder about it. Why? Because of the Loch Ness monster. People call it Nessie. It is famous all around the world.
Nessie is special. People say it has a long neck and flippers. In Scotland, there are many stories of water creatures. But at Loch Ness, the focus is on Nessie. It is the only creature that makes people so curious and excited.
Last time we talked about Loch Ness and its famous monster, Nessie. Now, let's go back in time to the 6th century. There is a story about a monk named Saint Columba. He was very important in Scottish history. One day, Columba visited Loch Ness. He heard that a water beast attacked people there. This happened a long, long time ago. It is one of the first stories we have about Nessie.
Yes, and Saint Columba played an important role in this legend. The story of him and the water beast made people connect Nessie with Loch Ness for many years. It shows how people love to share stories. These stories are part of the culture in Scotland. They help people dream and imagine. Knowing these tales is fun, and you can learn a lot. By the way, don't forget, you can get transcripts of all our podcast episodes by joining. It supports us too.
So, we've heard about St. Columba and his story with the water beast. Let's move forward to the 19th century. During this time, many people wrote stories about sea serpents in newspapers. Can you imagine newspapers printing stories of sea creatures? It's like everyone was talking about them.
Yes, and there's an interesting connection to geology. People found fossils that looked like these sea serpents. It made them wonder if dinosaurs lived longer than believed. So they thought maybe there were still some alive now. This idea makes everything more exciting. Imagine a dinosaur still swimming in the water today. It's like reading a story, but real life.
The creation of the Caledonian Canal also played a role. This new canal let more people travel across Scotland. As more people traveled through Loch Ness, the number of creature sightings increased. The canal turned the lake into a busy place, with many people sharing stories of what they saw.
True, and as tourism grew, so did the tales of the Loch Ness monster. More people meant more stories, and more stories meant more belief. Loch Ness became famous not just for its views, but for the chance to maybe see something magical. People loved visiting and hoping for a glimpse of Nessie, bringing new stories to share with others.
The 1930s were special for Nessie. People were looking for escape from hard times. The first big report came in 1930. 3 anglers were fishing at Loch Ness. They heard a loud noise. Then they saw strange movement in the water. It was like something big was swimming below. They felt their boat shake. This story made everyone curious and excited. It was the first time the word monster was used for Nessie.
Yes, and soon the world was talking about it. The Great Depression was happening then, and stories of Nessie helped people forget their troubles. Newspapers quickly picked up the tales. A man named Alex Campbell wrote about a fishy story in 1933. He said people saw a creature like a whale in the lake. He even talked about its 2 humps.
It was an exciting time. After Alex Campbell's report, many other newspapers talked about Nessie. It helped make Loch Ness famous across the world. People everywhere wanted to know more about Nessie. Was it real, or was it just imagination? These reports got more and more people interested in visiting Loch Ness. Everyone wanted to see the monster. Some saw it as fun, others took it very seriously. It wasn't just a local story anymore.
Exactly, and since many newspapers were writing about the monster, Nessie became like a superstar. People loved reading about it. Loch Ness became a hot topic. Everyone had an opinion about the monster. Whether true or not, Nessie gave people hope and a bit of mystery during a tough time. Even today, people remember those early stories and how the media made them so big.
After the media frenzy of the 1930s, Hugh Gray's photo became an important part of the Nessie story. In 1933, Hugh Gray took a picture at Loch Ness. He thought he saw something big in the water. When people saw the picture, they were very curious. Was it Nessie? Many people believed it showed the monster, but looking at the picture closer, it was hard to tell what it really showed.
Yes, exactly. People began talking about this photo a lot. Scientists and writers in journals also debated if it was real. Stories in newspapers made people wonder even more. They wanted proof that Nessie was real. Some people thought it could be a big eel or a seal. Others said it could be a giant fish. There were many ideas, but no clear answer. The mystery of Nessie made them excited.
Even though the photo was not clear, it started more discussions. Some said it was just a trick or a shadow. The debate kept going. People wanted it to be the monster because it's a fun idea. Mystery stories are exciting. They make you think and imagine. Was Nessie a real creature or just a part of Scottish imagination? This question stayed with everyone.
And when science looked for reasons, they had many ideas. Maybe it was not a monster, but something else in the lake. Some proposed it was waves or a piece of wood. Others talked about fish or even old stories. The lack of evidence did not stop people from dreaming about Nessie. The photo was a big moment for Loch Ness. It showed how people love a good mystery. Till today, Nessie fascinates both believers and skeptics alike.
After learning about the picture and ideas around Nessie, we now see how pop culture played a part too. The 1933 movie King Kong had a role in forming how people see Nessie. In this movie, there was a big water creature with a long neck. It made people think about Nessie as having a similar look. Movies like this can change how we imagine creatures. What people see in films can make legends feel more real or exciting.
Exactly. Movies can be powerful. That scene with the long-neck monster stayed with many people. It gave Nessie a face, a familiar form. Viewers could now picture what Nessie looked like. This made the story more alive and believable. This image helped make Nessie a popular figure. People love stories about lost worlds and ancient creatures. King Kong tapped into that fascination, making the idea of living dinosaurs like Nessie exciting. Imagining undiscovered creatures hidden in places like Loch Ness really catches people's interest.
Movies and stories influence what we think and imagine. For Nessie, the connection with King Kong gave it more attention. The creature looked familiar. This was important for building its image in people's minds. When a story is told often, it becomes stronger. The more people see the creature like the one in the movie, the easier it is to believe it's real. Wanting to discover these lost creatures shows how curious we all are. Many enjoy the idea that there are still mysteries out there to find.
Definitely. It's like how kids see dinosaurs in a museum and become fascinated. The idea that something from long ago might still be out there is thrilling. Whether it's Nessie, hidden dinosaurs, or other creatures, these tales keep our minds wondering. King Kong wasn't just a movie about a giant ape. It brought water monsters into mainstream imagination. Thanks to movies, legends like Nessie can become a part of popular culture. They feel more alive. Today, people still talk about Nessie, imagining it like the monster in King Kong.
As we dive into the evolution of theories about Nessie, it's interesting to see how views have changed over the years. Initially, many believed Nessie was a prehistoric creature, perhaps a type of dinosaur like a plesiosaur. This idea captured the imagination of many people, but over time, other explanations emerged. From giant eels to large fish and even birds, people have come up with many ways to explain what they saw. Still, proving any of these theories has been quite a challenge.
Absolutely. It is not easy to validate these sightings. Loch Ness itself is deep and mysterious with murky waters. This makes it hard to see anything clearly, posing a big challenge for those who want to gather proof. Scientists often voice skepticism, reminding us that our minds can play tricks, especially in such a tricky place. They've examined natural explanations like waves or reflections on the water. Yet, cultural fascination with Nessie remains strong. It's this blend of science and legend that keeps people intrigued. Many continue to search for clues, even today.
While science leans toward more natural reasons for the sightings, many people enjoy the mystery. The idea of a secret creature living in the lake adds excitement. For some, it's about hope that there are still mysteries left in the world. And who can blame them? Tales of mysterious creatures make us wonder and dream. They are part of human culture, and this fascination often outweighs the need for answers. Each story adds to the legend, and that is what makes Nessie special.
Yes, the balance between skepticism and curiosity is fascinating. Even with scientific observations, the cultural side keeps Nessie alive. Many enjoy imagining what could be hiding in the lake. There is something magical about creatures from legends. We are naturally drawn to such mysteries, which is why these tales endure. The stories of Nessie bring people together, sparking discussion and dreams. It's amazing how one lake and its possible inhabitant can hold such a place in our hearts. Even today, the debate continues, leaving room for future stories. Make sure to like this podcast if you enjoyed it and leave a comment below. Your support helps us bring more stories to life. If you want detailed text of our videos, click the Join button. Become a member and enjoy full access to transcripts and be part of our content adventure.